You've seen their highs, you have seen their lows. Now see them for who they are as the front row seat brings you up close and personal with star athletes. On today's episode, Hariss Harun is one of the best, if not the best football player that Singapore has ever produced. The JDT captain is coming off a great season, winning the double for the club and is on the verge of achieving his 100th cap for the Lions. We've got the living legend of Singapore football in the house on the front row seat. Hariss Harun, thank you so much for joining us and on the verge of your 100th cap for the Singapore national team. Let's look back to when it all started for you in 2007. How have you changed as a footballer then compared to now?
I think I'm a little bit more relaxed and calm now. Back then when I came in, was a typical young boy, very rash, very tense, thinking about too many things in life, in football. So I think now I'm a little bit more focused and more calm. Yeah.
As the captain of the national team now, if you had a Hariss Harun back then, what advice would you have given your 16-year-old self?
I think I would just make sure, in terms of my playing style, I will tell him to be more, more controlled, more relaxed on the field, because I was always tense in my early years on the field. Off the field, I think I was quite more of a quiet soul, so there's nothing much to say about that side of me. But I think on the field, to be more relaxed and more calm, like how I am nowadays. Yeah.
But I think that comes with experience, is it, to be composed on the pitch?
Yeah, definitely. I think playing more games, to be surrounded with seasoned pros, experienced players over the years, you learn a thing or two from them. So I think that contributes a lot to the development over the years. So I learned a lot, and I'm actually lucky and blessed to have met so many different characters and people with different temperaments, good temperaments over the years in different teams. So and also the experience of having tried my luck abroad, like going to China for a stint, and also quite recently, I think 2 years ago, I went to Spain as well. Of course, those stints didn't turn out too well, but it taught me something. So all this played a part in the development. Yeah.
You speak about the experiences, but is there a particular player that has helped you along the way to these 100 caps?
I think all the players has helped me in their own ways. They're very supportive. I think I captained the national team for the first time when I was young. I think I was still captain of the young Lions, so I was a little bit nervous and a little bit cautious in the sense that what would the other senior players think? Me being given the armband instead of them. But there was no ill thoughts or ill treatments from those players. They were very supportive. They were very helpful with my role, to help me. So I think that played a role. But I think up till now in my career, whatever that I have learned in my youth days, especially with under Coach Kade in my under 15, under 16 days, it has stayed with me all along, and that has helped me and set me up nicely for the professional life. So I still hold by what I've learned in those days, those values, those important aspects of life, and I try to continue.
Out of the 99 games so far that you have played for Singapore, is there a particular one that is your favourite?
I think the most memorable one was a game that we didn't win, and we drew against Japan away. I think that was a game that, going into that game, I think the team was quite relaxed. Not that we were not bothered, but I think nobody gave us a chance to come out of the game with anything. I think most of Asian football or world football, when they see that Japan versus Singapore is a straightforward victory for Japan, maybe by 4 or 5 goals easily. But I think that day with every save that Izwan made. He had a really great game. He was on form, saving every shot at him, and I think with each minute that was passing, we felt confident as a team that we could get something out of this game. And I think also the stadium going quiet and we growing in confidence and having that belief, it was something special, And when the final whistle blew and to hear a quiet stadium, it was a relief for us, because we had ran so much in that game. And if you look at some of the pictures from that game, some of the players were drained. They were just lying on the field, and those emotions was something special, because we played against a team that was full of stars, who were based in Europe, played for some big teams, who regularly qualify for the World Cup, and also one of the best in Asia. So I think to come out of it with a draw, even though we didn't win, but it was a significant achievement for Singapore football. So I think that has to be one of a memory that will be with me all along.
And what about the 2019 season, the double for JDT? You've played in the Champions League, going up against Marwan Fellaini. Will it be one of those seasons that when you look back at the end of your career, 10 years, 15 years down the road, as one of the best seasons of your career?
Yes, definitely. I think this season has been a very memorable one for me personally as well, and also the team especially, because doing the domestic double, maybe we are the dominant team in Malaysia, but to do the domestic double is not easy, because when you play in cup competitions, the other teams, especially in the Malaysia Cup, because of its rich history, is such a prestigious tournament. They're going all out to get the cup, to finish the season strong. So for us to do the double, for the players to stay motivated even after clinching the league in the middle of the year, by July, we already wrap up the league, and to continue for another 3 months to finish the cup strongly and to go on and win it says a lot about the team. But also, having said that, to play in the Champions League this year was a significant step up for the team, because it gave us the platform to gauge ourselves against some of the best teams and players in Asia. And like you mentioned, to play players like Fellaini, Pele, who had EPL experience, to pit ourselves against them was something special. So, and also the team knew within ourselves that to play against these players and these teams, we had to step up our game. So that's what we did exactly. I mean, we didn't qualify for the next round, but I think we gave a good account of ourselves. We were not beaten easily, and we even managed to win at home against the defending champions. So for a club who were playing for the first time at that level, I think we did really well, and we have to try to maintain and improve this momentum, this level that we were at in the Champions League.
JDT is the club that I think many local football fans wish local clubs were like. What makes JDT so special?
I think it's a strong foundation. I think when the club started out, especially when TMJ was when he took over the club, he set a strong foundation. He built the club from scratch. He did up the stadium, he did up the facilities, the training center. He got the best players best local players, not only the foreign players. So I think all this contributed. And when you look at the local players, not only did he get the best local players, but those players that came in, they became even better players. So I think he has created an environment for the club where it's conducive for the players to go there, do their stuff, do their job, what they need to do as football players, professional football players, and to improve. And the trainings and the mentality around the club, the ambition that the club shares, it rubs off on the players that are within the setup. And I think this year was a perfect example, because you can see that from youth level all the way up to the first team, the club has won various tournaments and cups. So it says a lot about the hard work that has been put in behind the scenes, not only this year, but from scratch, from the start. So I think you can see the fruits of it all now, and I think it will continue because of the structure that has been put in place.
Not just at the top level, but also youth level. JDT are running the business in Malaysia, new stadium, as you say, coming up. All down to TMJ. We see him on social media like a boss. How is he behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, he is a very passionate person. He is very passionate about his team, about JDT, about football in general. So he's when you meet him, I mean, as players, as team, he's talking about football. But of course, when there's like high pressure, high stakes game, like for example this recent cup final that was last week, he tries to take the pressure off the team, you know. But we know that behind the scenes he's tense, he's nervous, and it's normal because he cares a lot for the club, and the club means a lot to him. So for him, he knows when to be, you know, to relax and to just go easy, and you know, but at times he's very tense and nervous. But that's how he feels and breathes the game, just like how the players are feeling. So I think we feel like he's with us all the way, you know, even in the games and trainings, and in certain trainings he's down there to support the team to make sure, you know, everything is going well. So he's very involved and passionate. Yeah.
That's fantastic. And I think it's easy to ask you, as you go into your 100th cap for Singapore, what is your highlight? But I'll go the other way. Have there been any regrets in your football career leading up to this point?
Regrets, maybe not being involved in. I played one game, 1.5 game in the successful 2012 Suzuki Cup winning team. Of course, I'm really happy that we went on to win the title. But like for me, on a personal note, it was disappointing that I got the injury. But I've come to terms with it. You know, things happen for a reason, and you know, before that edition, I was injured also for the past 2 editions. So there was a lot more games that I could have played. But like I said, I've come to terms with it, and I'm just happy with how things have gone and how I've come back each time, because you have to realize that football, I mean, injuries are part and parcel of football. It's how we bounce back and come back strong that counts. And also another aspect would be, you know, me, I always had this ambition to go abroad, to Europe to play since I was young, and I always set that target in whenever I train, you know, whether alone or with the team, to give my best to hopefully improve my game, where it will take me to Europe one day. And of course, there'll be some hit and some misses in the sense that I've been there like once or twice, and you know, I didn't really secure a stint. But then again, you know, it's always what might have been, you know, if I ended up in some club there. But like I signed for JDT after Lions 12, and things have been going well and winning titles and playing against some of the top teams in Asia, and in our success in the AFC Cup in 2015, and also this year in the Champions League. So I'm really pleased and happy with how things have turned out. Yeah.
So relieved he didn't say coming on the front row seat as one of his regrets of his career. But I think we shall leave it there, because I think he might change his mind in the next segment called Team Talk. Okay, it's my second most favourite segment of the front row seat, the Team Talk segment, where teammates of our guests, and it is Hariss Harun, the Singapore national team captain, will ask him questions that they've always wanted to ask but never did get the chance until today. I've seen some of the questions pre-Hariss Harun arrival, and it's very, very interesting. So the first one is Gabriel Quak from Warriors FC, Singapore national team midfielder and a good friend of yours. And this is what your good friend has to ask.
Hi Hariss. You know, we've grown up together since 15. We knew each other and played together. So today I'm tasked to give you the most awkward question. So, when was your first kiss? How was your first kiss? And who was your first kiss?
Like I said, starting with a bang. So was he present during that period of when it all happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But this is quite awkward.
Yeah.
My wife cannot watch this. When I was 17, but I cannot say who.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm only going to say 17.
Okay. And so you told him of all people.
No, like he doesn't know.
Oh, is it?
It's like,
All right. I said we'll start with a bang. Next one is also an interesting one. Safuwan Baharudin.
Hi Hariss, I think most of us has always wanted to ask you this question, which is, how's your prata shop doing? And where is it located in Singapore?
this is just,
These are your teammates, no? By the way.
yeah, I mean, this is an inside joke. I don't own any shop or business, and it's because prata shops are mainly like Indian Muslim, and I'm an Indian Muslim, so yeah, that's how the joke came about.
Terrible people, huh? I think the third one isn't so bad. Let's have a look.
Hi Hariss, what is your cheat meal?
Not too bad. What is your cheat meal? So you're very professional, right? You keep to a very strict diet. But when you're allowed to, maybe off season, what is the go-to cheat meal?
My cheat meal is I like to have cupcakes, like from 12 cupcakes, or maybe a nice Whopper meal from Burger King.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that's your cheat meal.
that's my cheat meal.
Oh, that's nothing too bad actually.
It's not too bad, but I keep away from fast food as much as I can, but if I have it, then it's my cheat day. So,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Professionalism. All right. Next one.
Hi Hariss, as a roommate for a few years now, I have one question for you. Why do you like to go to the bathroom often?
So Yasir has
What
been.
kind of question is this?
I don't know. But Yasir has been your roommate for how long in the national team?
Now, for a couple of years now, I think since 2015, 16.
Okay.
Yeah, so up till now he's been my roommate. So why I go to the toilet?
Yeah.
How am I supposed to answer that question?
I don't know. Are you checking on your hair or what was happening?
I go to the toilet whenever I need to go to the
Alright.
toilet. So yeah, that's about it. How am I supposed to answer? When
I
I
don't
have
know.
the urge to go, I just go. Yeah.
It's human nature, right?
Yeah.
Okay. One more.
Hi Hariss, can I ask what is your match day routine?
Very compared to the other four, a very nice, simple question. What's your normal match day routine?
My normal match day routine is to have a good breakfast. I usually get up early to have a good breakfast, and after just rest and do some stretches, activation on the morning of a game, and then lunch. And after lunch, you take a max 1.5 hour nap before the game, and after that, I'll just prepare to go out for the game.
I remember when I was playing, I hated match days in terms of preparation because it's just filled with nerves, and especially when it's a evening kickoff, your whole day is just leading up. I know Malaysia you start at 8:45.
Yeah, 9 p.m.
Yeah, so the whole day is leading up to it. Like, how do you handle the nerves, or does
I
it get better as you age?
Yeah, I think as you age, I think you have more experience of how to handle yourself to prepare for these situations. So, and also the game time is fixed in Malaysia in the sense that we play 9 p.m. So, and also for I think mentally, you get your body ready for the game day, because maybe the day before or 2 days before you feel like tired, lethargic, heavy, but when you wake up on the day of on the day of the game, you feel that your body is ready, your mind is tuned, it's match day, it's ready for the game. But I think preparation starts like 1-2 days before. You need to hydrate yourself, you need to sleep well, eat well. So I think that all plays a part. But for match day routine, that's how, like how I mentioned, that's how my routine goes.
Some tricky questions for Hariss by his teammates, but they also have some nice words for you as you approach your 100th cap.
Okay, Hariss, sincerely from the bottom of my heart, just want to congratulate you on an amazing career. Your 100 cap, I think, is a remarkable achievement. Not many players, even in worldwide, could have achieved this milestone. So, my heartiest congratulations to you today. Amazing career, a very good leader, a role model for myself and everything. Very, very proud to have played alongside you. All the best.
Hariss, congrats on your 100 cap. You have been inspirational and a good mentor to all of us in the team, from the youth to the senior team. You have set a really good example for us to look up to, and success has always been with you, and I wish you all the best in your football career.
Hi Hariss, congratulations to getting your 100 cap in the national team. It has been a pleasure to play alongside you in the national team. You have been a role model for me and a lot of young players, and we hopefully one day aspire to be as successful as you.
Congrats, Hariss, for the 100th cap. I think you deserve it. With your hard work and determination, I think you deserve it.
Congratulations Hariss on your 100 cap. It's been a pleasure to play with you, and I hope to see you achieve more.
Fantastic. How does
Thank
that make you
guys.
feel?
I mean, it's
Good
very-
bunch of players.
Yeah, it's very heartfelt and touching. So thank you guys.
So as we go from a nice heartwarming piece, we go to our favourite segment of the front row seat. It is the game segment, and looking forward to some charades with Hariss Harun. Alright, this is my most favourite segment of the front row seat. And if you've been on a train or in a bus and you've seen kids, you know, with phones on their head and playing that game, well, we'll do it right now with Singapore International and the captain, Hariss Harun. It is charades, of course, on the phones. And today's topic is occupation. Did you have any particular occupation that you wanted to be when you were growing up?
Policeman.
Policeman?
Policeman, but yeah.
Okay, maybe this will come up in the game segment, so
Okay,
I will go
see.
first.
Okay.
Alright? So here we go. No pressure. Pass.
Similar to a director, but for
Producer.
dance moves,
Choreographer.
one who arranges holidays, vacations.
Tour agent. Travel agent.
Yes.
What's a tour agent?
Pass.
Look on your eyes.
Pass.
Pass.
Baywatch.
Lifeguard. Sir Alex
Fixes
Ferguson.
this.
Watchmaker. I don't know what's a
Fix. He fix.
fix the watch. I have no idea. Watchmaker. Timekeeper. I have no idea. Pass.
Okay. That's the thief. My
Dentist?
Yes. Pass. Pass. Time's up.
Some tough ones. Saw the look on your metal fabricator. Ophthalmologist.
Ophthalmologist.
Watch repairer. I don't
We were
know.
close, but.
Camp director. Okay, so you
like
got
two.
you got 4. You got choreographer. Well, I got 4.
You got 4, yeah.
Yeah,
Two,
travel
four,
agent, lifeguard, dentist.
Out of what? 10 or 9?
Out of 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
Okay, so we'll go to you
My turn
next.
now, okay.
Alright, get ready.
Oh.
Alright. Hi, hello, welcome.
Telemarketer.
No, welcome in. Thank you for coming.
Customer service. Telecommunicator.
No. Too much time on that. I looked after the babies, changed the diapers. I'm not part of the family, but
Nanny.
yes. You're a small kid, you're 6, 7, 8 years. You are in which kind of school?
Preschool.
Yeah, which
Childcare. Kindergarten.
Yeah, and then the person who is
Preschool teacher.
you said
Kindergarten teacher.
yes. Not fixes on wood and stuff.
Carpenter.
Yeah. Just do some stuff on your fingers and then on your toes. You are your manicure and
Pedicure. What do you call them?
I guess
Pass.
you're right.
Dentist.
No, I'll give it to you, dental hygienist. But yeah, okay, time's up.
Kindergarten. What was the pedicurist?
Pedicurist. Hey, you were so close. But how much did you get? 3. Oh, I guess
That's a bit low.
it's a bit low, but I guess I got 4. So I'm not going to say who's the winner, but just beat Hariss Harun. Just saying. Hariss, thanks so much for coming on the show and being game enough to do this game of charades. But before we leave, for every guest that comes onto the show, we want the guest to provide some advice to players or future athletes who want to be a professional football player. So what would be your advice?
Just to basically enjoy what you're doing. I mean, it's something that you love, that you have passion for, so pursue it and enjoy what you're doing. But also at the same time, if you intend to make it your livelihood and be professional, but you got to work a lot, work hard, and be disciplined, really disciplined. Yeah.
100 caps, man. Congratulations. Looking forward to seeing you achieve it, and all the best in your career. And that's Hariss Harun on the front row seats.